So, Take It All In Thursdays, New York City, part two. I kind of ran past my time there, but I left off at talking to Michael at Cafe Benny. So, like I said before, he asked the right questions. He pretty much was like, "Why did you move to New York City? Why would you move back to Buffalo?" He really put it in a perspective, not really a perspective, but he kind of made me organize my thoughts in a way that seemed logical to me, where I could make like a logical decision rather than, oh, okay, I just need to, move again. I need to, go back to Buffalo. I need to start over. And those are some of the things that kind of ran through my head was, if I move back to Buffalo, I'll be moving again. And I really am making an effort now to kind of stay grounded somewhere, because I don't want to go back and forth somewhere, keep traveling. The only traveling I want to do is with Joe, and that is to and from India, and that's it. And I'd say that's a pretty big, tall order for traveling. Once a year, that's all I want to do. Like, we go visit his family, we come back and forth, whatever. That's the only thing I want to do, really. Like, that's pretty much, I'm like, I'm kind of done with traveling for now. I did it for like, oh man, like 2 years on the cruise ship, and then, let's see, to India, that was a vacation, all over the U.S. When I went to L.A., and I did it for my DRC job, and but that's okay, because DRC job, that was cool. Like, but I kind of came back. I wasn't really traveling like on my own. I was for work, so that's big difference. Um, I actually enjoyed that, actually. Just traveling so much and living out of a fucking suitcase all the time, and I just didn't. I'm making a point to stay grounded. So that's one thing. I'm like, okay. I kept telling him, I'm like, if I go to Buffalo, if I go to Buffalo, I would give up my film dreams, and that's not cool. um, my sister did ask me, she goes, "Are you comfortable with that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, for now. I think, if me and Joe live in Buffalo, it'll be a lot funner for us, and there'll be places to go, and a lot cheaper. We'll actually have a life. I'll have fun again. I'll be able to have a drink with my friends if I want. And there's no reason why I can't have, a drink with my friends here. It's just right now I'm kind of strapped for cash to spend on alcohol. And Lord knows alcohol is a little bit more expensive in New York City. um, but anyways, like, I don't want to give up my film stuff yet. Like, I have only given it 3 months, so I can't say that, okay, yeah, this is cool, I'm gonna give it 3 months and then just give up. And I feel like if I move back to Buffalo, I'm kind of giving up, and I promised myself I wouldn't do that. Um, I don't want to do that just yet. Like, I do want to do the AD thing. I definitely want to do it, so I gotta do it. I just gotta make it happen somehow. And another thing is, moving back to Buffalo, yeah, it'll be cheaper cost of living. I can get my business started faster, but my business can only go so far in Buffalo. And if I want to keep it small, that's okay. If I want to have my own little studio gallery in Buffalo, a little small thing, yeah, that's fine. And, if it turns out that that's what I want, okay, I'll move back to Buffalo. But for now, as far as our careers go, mine and Joe's, him being in production as far as theater, and he's thinking about branching over to film production, which he's definitely no problem. If nah, that's fine. He'll have no problem in it, no problem. But as far as our careers go, the ceiling is a little bit higher in that aspect for both our careers. There's more jobs, but then the ceiling's higher for my fine art business. So, I mean, if you want to have a good career, you're going to pay for it in New York, and you're going to pay for it in your living expenses, unfortunately. And, you know, where you might sacrifice certain things, like, you might not have a big apartment like you would have somewhere else, or you might not have a long commute like this, but you know what, if you have your dream job, is it worth it? I mean, I kind of think so. Like, I think it's worth it if it's the job you want. Now, if it's the job you fucking hate, then fucking move. Like, if you don't like your fucking job, then just move. Like, that's obviously, like, for people who are in the decision mode, like I am. Like, in the, I'm kind of, nothing's anchoring me down right now. I don't have anything like fucking you need to be in this city, which I'm trying to make myself anchored somewhere, but it's not exactly happened yet. But yeah, like I said, the opportunities, you're gonna get told no. You're gonna keep getting told no, and it happens. Like, I had an interview for a set PA for the show Louis. You guys may know he's on his third season now. I think he's done, yeah, his third season, and he was Louis C.K. on HBO. I remember watching that a few years ago. It's a totally different show now, but yeah, I had an interview for that, and I thought I fucking had it. I thought I had this job. I was so optimistic. I went in there, fucking dude knew what I was talking about, and everything. I was like, God. And he told me, I gotta give it to the producer, because he really was really polite. He was, I don't know, I felt like he was really organized and really just, he had the common decency to let me know that, hey, by Friday you'll know whether or not. Then he calls me on Friday to let me know I didn't have the job. Some people won't even do that. They won't call you if you didn't get the job. What he did tell me is, we went with someone else, but, if we need any extra people on some days where that does happen, then we'll call you. And I'm like, that's something. That's a teeny tiny step. Because all I need is one fucking day. I just need one day to show myself, fucking be stellar, and that's all. Like, you just need that one little opportunity, just teeny tiny opportunity, but getting that little opportunity is hard. You just need that one little chance. Everyone always needs that one chance to prove themselves, and then after that, golden. I know it. I've had so many interviews, and I've had a phone interview for this really good online magazine, and that just didn't work out because I was working at Cafe Benny at the time, and I was trying to do it while I was working, and we were training, and I'm like, I couldn't give my full attention to the interview. I know I fucked it up, and I'm like, fuck, they didn't call me back. I mean, if you interview bad, it's just fucking, it sucks, but okay. So to answer anyone's question, not moving back to Buffalo. Me and Joe are going to give it a year in New York City. Well, me, a full year here. He'll be here for a few months, 6 months, 5 or 6 months, before he goes back. Hopefully, if everything works out, I'll be going back with him to India. I don't know. But we're going to do New York City for a year, see how it turns out with him here. If it doesn't work out, if I find out, you know what, fucking, who gives a shit, I'll work on my business. We can always move back to Buffalo if it doesn't work out. There's nothing that, if I move back now to Buffalo, I will kill a lot of, like, the small network that I have started to go with NYWIFT, like that small network there. I don't want to burn that bridge. I don't want to, like, sever some ties that I haven't fully explored yet, if you will. If that I guess that's the best way to explain it. I don't want to just burn, just fuck everything up before I even got it going, So, yeah, I'm not moving back to Buffalo. I'm going to stick it out in New York City for a bit longer. And I know some people that work at Cafe Benny are happy about that. Some people aren't, because some people at Benny hate me. I don't care. Alright, so that is New York City Part 2. And hopefully I'll have a feature from Friday on for tomorrow. I don't know, maybe, hopefully. I'll get someone at Benny, I think. Maybe, I don't know. So thanks for listening, watching, and all that jazz. Take It All in Thursdays about New York City.